What's up? This is Professor Tim Crater, and I'm currently in the parking lot at KATC TV 10, and I'm about to get on the noon news with my friend Mark Landry. We have a big day tomorrow, because his Minute Med on Ambassador is moving out to the front to the old Verizon store, and it's a big move for them, and we're coming for a big Fit Fest day, and a lot of people are coming out. And he asked me to come talk a little bit because this month, October, is Bully Prevention Month. And if you don't know, I own Gladiators Academy at Lafayette. We also have many other affiliate schools under us. We teach many children, and all of our affiliates teach many children. So bully prevention is a huge topic, and I'll be honest with you, it's definitely growing. And there are some realities and maybe theories as to why it's growing. I have some that are not probably the most popular, but I just wanted to do a little video today before I go on the news and talk to you about 5 things that me and my staff, me and Josh and the parents at Gladiators Academy and throughout all of our network schools have found work great for parents to be able to not only identify bullying with your child, but also diffuse it and disseminate it. We teach lots of kids martial arts, but the way we solve bullying is not we teach these children these secret fighting techniques and they go to the playground and they start beating up all the bullies. That is not, it's not how it happens. If worse comes to worse, they have the ability to physically diffuse a situation, but there's a lot of other options before having to physically confront a bully that can radically change the scenario, not only for the bully, but also for the victim of bullying and for the family. So I just want to talk about 5 things today that all parents can do to help their children deal with bullying or the possibility of bullying. And number 1 is talk to your children every day about their experience at school. The everyday part's very important because I want to ask them questions about how's school going, how are their friends, what they do at school, do they play on the playground, and I want to ask about their experiences. What did you experience in class? You went on a field trip. What are your new friends like? What are their names? And the reason I'm asking these things and the reason I'm talking to my children every day about school is because it builds a level of comfort. It builds a level of comfort between the child and between the adult. And that level of comfort will build a level of trust to where your child will understand that you're going to talk to them about school and it's a fun and it's exciting talk. And what happens is your child will trust you. And they will let you know if something uncomfortable is happening, or if something difficult is happening, or if something that scares them is happening. But it's going to happen throughout those everyday conversations. So I know it seems like a small thing, but try to talk to your kids every day. And if you can't do every day because you work and you're not there at nights, at least 3 or 4 days a week, talk to your children about their experience at school. And you'll be amazed at the things they'll tell you. I'm pretty surprised at the things my 3 children tell me about school. And I can get a better bead on what's actually happening socially. If there's bullying issues, or maybe if my son Henry's being a little too rough, or whatever the case may be. And we can handle those things way before they become something much bigger. It's very important to educate, coach, and teach my children about how to socialize from an early age. And that education will not only prevent them from being bullied, but also prevent them from doing any of the bullying as they get better at socializing and understanding how to communicate and talk about their day and their life. And you'll have the opportunity for teachable moments. Number 2 is, if you are experiencing some problems and your child is complaining, start spending time at school. Start spending time at recess. Find a way to go on a field trip and identify the child who may be having problems with your child and meet that relationship with kindness and with compassion and with empathy, and introduce yourself and be friendly and give them a bag of chips or give them a brownie or be kind. Sometimes we don't understand what's going on in some of these children's lives, and it's hard to identify them early on as this bully and this evil kid and this bad kid. It's not always the case. Sometimes a child is just lacking social skills or isn't getting the things at home that they need to be able to communicate effectively with other children. And another adult can come in and kind of build a loving and beautiful relationship with that child and help create some barriers that pull the kid out of the need to get attention through bullying. So if you say, oh, I work, I can't go to school. Well, we can all take a personal day. We could all take a day off work. How important is your kid to you? To go there to school and spend some time at recess and play a game or be a parent, do a party or go to a field trip and see what's happening in your child's school. Be a part of the growth and development process for some of those kids. A lot of times what we find is very different than kind of what we thought. Number 3 is be a great example. Sometimes we say, I can't believe this child talked to my child that way and said the kind of things that they said. But if we look at the statistics, there's a 60% divorce rate in America. Moms and dads aren't necessarily speaking to each other the right way based on those statistics. A lot of times when we get to divorce, there's been a lot of verbal abuse in the home and things said that may not have been the best thing. And then after the divorce, that can kind of continue. And sometimes children learn by example. When you're talking to waitresses, or you're talking to your husband and wife, or you're talking to adults and your children are present, they're taking notes on how to socialize and how to speak to people and how to be a person in this society. And it's up to you as the parent to lead by example. Our children don't do what we say, they do what they watch us do. So lead by example, be a great example. And if you make a mistake, apologize to your child for that mistake and tell them how they can live better and do better. So number 3, be a great example for your child. It's hard to blame a child who has a bad attitude, is spoiled, has a horrible vocabulary, and talks to people really bad if that's what they're seeing at home. It's hard to blame an 8-year-old for that. They learned it from somewhere. They didn't make it up. Be a great example. Number 4, create healthy anti-bullying habits in your home. Coach your children not to push, not to tease people, not to be mean to others. We don't always realize that sometimes when we're joking around with our friends or our wife or others, our children take that as acceptable. And sometimes when they try to do it to their friends, it comes off as bullying. Instead, teach them how to empathize with people. Teach them how to be kind and what kindness is. Teach them how to share and take turns. These positive attributes will help them develop into a person that sees bullying as wrong from the onset because they understand what compassion is and what empathy is. Coach them to also deal with physical interactions. What do? If a child does grab them or push them or throw them, at our Gladiators Academy, we teach the children to talk to the bully first, tell an adult second, and then tackle the bully if you feel threatened and make sure they don't hurt you anymore. That puts us in a position to where we can defeat the bully without actually punching another child in the face. We don't believe that you should punch a child in their face because they said the wrong thing. If a child attacks you, there is means and methods to minimize the damage to my child while at the same time emphasizing that behavior won't be accepted in the future and no one gets hurt. Number 5, make sure your child understands bullying explicitly. They should understand exactly what constitutes bullying. Teasing, talking badly about others, gossiping, touching another child negatively in any way, grabbing, pushing, pulling, punching, hurting. All those things are classified as bullying. And they should understand that not only should they never be treated like that, but they should never treat others like that. These 5 quick tips will help you teach your child the best way to prevent bullying in their own lives. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, let us know. My name is Tim with Gladiators Academy at Lafayette. You can visit our website at gladiatorsla.com, and you can watch TV 10 at noon, and I'm going to give some other tips. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Peace.